What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Leo sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of July 23rd and August 22nd, then you're a Leo sun sign, and this video is for you. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the month ahead for the month of October. This spread is designed to let you know what past, present, and future energies you have surrounding you, as well as what to hold on to and let go of in the month of October, as well as what lessons you're going to learn and obstacles you may face in the month of October. Basically, I want to give you all the information you need to make October the best month possible. Today we're going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot. This is a beautiful Druid-themed tarot deck that I've trimmed down, so it's a little bit smaller now, okay? It's like a little travel pocket-sized deck, but it's got a beautiful artwork. The watercolors are just fantastic. So if you've never seen this deck before, I think you're going to enjoy it. So if you would please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards the question, what are the energies surrounding Leo sun signs for the month of October? And that ought to do it, right there. Alright, so let's deal out 8 cards. Alright, and while we're at it, we're going to take a gander at the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck, and we're going to ask it what message it has for Leo sun signs this October. What message for Leo sun signs in October? Alright, and we'll take a look at this card, if I could pick it out, at the end. Alright, let's take a look at what we have here. I see 2 major arcana. I see a lot of cup energy, which is interesting. And, so 1 sword, 2 swords. We'll see what they mean. We'll look into this. We'll go into these cards individually and then look at them as a whole. First card we're going to look at is this one, which represents the energies of last month, so the energies of September. And we have the Sun. Before I go any further, I just want to remind you guys that this is a general overall reading. Not everything's going to pertain to everybody. So take what works for you, and if it doesn't, forget about it. But we've got the Sun here, and this leads me to believe that September was a very happy month for you guys. You know, I see this card and I think optimism, I think youthful energy, I think positivity, I think just shining brilliantly. So this leads me to believe that September was a very productive month for you as far as your feelings and your emotions and how you felt about the month. I feel like things were probably going pretty well for you. For you guys, and for a lot of you, not all of you, but for most of you, I would say, is you felt optimistic. You felt like things were working out, like you know, things just fall into place, right? Did you experience that in September, things falling into place and you just feeling generally pretty good about yourself? If I remember correctly, a previous reading, I think Leos were having a little bit of a struggle in the last couple months, and so this might signify that you know, you're coming out of that struggling period, and now we're about to, we'll see what the cards say, but we're probably entering into a more positive time in your lives. So speaking of that, let's go on to the next card, with this one here, which represents the present current energies, and we've got the King of Wands. Yes, I get the feeling here that Leos, right now, you're feeling very sure of yourselves. You're doing the right things. You know, whenever we are putting in action that is in alignment with our goals and we're seeing some progress, I think that's reason for celebration, but we also feel very good about ourselves. We feel good about life. We feel like we're in control because, we're seeing results from our hard work. And I think that's what this card is about. There's some hard work being put in, some energy putting into your passions. And since this is a general reading, I'm not going to speculate what that hard work is. For some of you, it'll be like your job. Others, it'll be like your career. For others, it'll be your relationships or your creative projects or whatever it is. Whatever you're putting your energy into, and right now, I feel like is in alignment with what you're trying to accomplish, and you're feeling good about it. And again, not going to apply to everybody, but for most of you, I do feel that. So let's move on to the energies of next month, the energies of October, which this card represents. So we've got the Knight of Swords. Okay. I'm getting a sense of the past here. So, are there things that you said or thought in the past that are going to be catching up to you in October? Is sort of a feeling I'm getting from this. Some things that you said, maybe a commitment that you made previously, or now possibly, is going to catch up with you in October, and you're going to be kind of obligated to follow through. Leos, you're very honest, so you'll say what you mean a lot of the time, and that might get you into some hot water. You might even commit to something that you don't necessarily want to commit to. For some of you. For others of you, this just means a time of really expressing yourself, being vocal about what you have to say. And again, Leos, you usually are. So that's a stereotype, of course, not everybody. But I think October could possibly be a month for you to really express yourself and say what you truly feel, and really put those words into motion. Put those, put action and energy behind those words, so that they're doing something, right? Not just idle words, not just idle thoughts, but thoughts and words that are, being put into motion, basically. So I do see some motion coming in October, whether it's something you agreed to in the past, or whether it's you being more vocal about things and acting upon the things that you have said. I do see October being like a busy month, things happening in October. So that's probably, it could be good or bad. I can't really speculate, so I don't know. Only time will tell. So let's move on over here. This is what to hold on to in the month of October, and we've got the Nine of Swords. Very odd to see this card here. Okay, this card is telling me that in October, Leo friends, it's very important. We got the swords here. It's very important that you are aware of what you're saying and what you're thinking. Because, I've said this several times in these readings for other zodiac signs. It's come up a few times that the words that we say are very dangerous, and we can really do harm to ourselves and others. And if we're not very conscious of what we're saying and thinking, then it's gonna come back to bite us possibly, and it's gonna cause some restlessness. It's gonna cause some anxiety and fear. So what to hold on to this month is being aware of what you are saying. Is it in alignment with this King of Wands? Is it in alignment with what you're trying to accomplish? Or is it something that you're saying and thinking? Is it something that's holding you back from attaining what your goals are? So if the things you're saying and thinking aren't in alignment with your truest, highest goals, then you got to kind of rethink things and try to shift what you're saying and thinking, so it's at a place of more productivity, so it's actually helping you. So just for a rough example, let's say you're trying to create an art piece, okay? And you say to yourself, oh man, I'm never going to get this done. It's one of those things you just say. You don't really mean it. You're like, oh, this is going to take forever. Those words, they hold an energetic vibration. And that energetic vibration, if you say it enough times, is going to take on, a real thing. It's going to be real. You're going to manifest it, and you're going to believe it. You're going to believe that this art piece is going to take forever. So it's going to feel like it's going to take forever, because it will, because you've created that. But if you say, I'm making good progress on this art piece, and you say that enough times, that same kind of thought, just kind of skewed a little bit towards the positive spectrum, is going to make that art piece really go faster, because you're saying, oh, every day I'm making progress, and you feel it. And that becomes a belief, and you truly believe that you are making progress on that art piece, and it will be done faster. Just a small example, okay? So let's move on over here. This is what is your biggest obstacle or hurdle likely to be in the month of October. We've got the 10 of Cups. And I'm getting maybe some friction or some, not fighting. Not fighting, but let's just keep it at friction with the home life. I think things at home might be a cause for concern. Maybe those negative thoughts or feelings that you're expressing in the month of October are directed towards those you live with, your family. This is really your family, and it's possible. Not for all of you, but it's possible that you could say some negative things or hold some negative beliefs about your living situation, your family, and it's not good. It's going to be a hurdle. You're going to have to get over that. Remember that the way to counteract that is A, to switch your thoughts to positivity, but B, to also allow some emotion into it. And rather than just thinking in your head about your family, what you think about your family, what do you feel about your family? How do they make you feel? And focus more on that. And that's going to help you get past this little phase, this little issue in October, is to get out of the ego a little bit, is really the gist of what I'm getting so far in this reading. Get out of the ego and get more into the heart space, Leo friends, this October, and that's going to help you tremendously to transform your thoughts of negativity into positivity. Okay, this card represents what to let go of in the month of October. We've got the Chariot, a major arcana here, and give me a moment to analyze what's going on in here. All right, I hate to make stereotypical generalizations, right? But Leos, you're known. You've got a reputation for being kind of the center of attention, for wanting to be in control. Just be yourself. You don't really care about other people, and that's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. It's one of your best traits. But this card is saying that maybe you don't need to be in such control all the time. Maybe you don't always need to be the center of attention. Maybe you can give the reins to someone else from time to time, or at least loosen your grip on the reins so that it's not always about you. Not that it is, but maybe there's this desire for it to be. Possibly for some of you, there's this desire for you to be the center of attention, for people to be focused on you, for you to have control in your life and in the lives of some other people, possibly. So what this card is saying is kind of let go of that energy. You don't need to be in control. You don't need to be the center of attention at all times. Just let things flow a little bit. Look at the water here. The water is just flowing, and there's nothing this chariot driver can do to control the flow of the water. And that's important to remember. There's some things greater than you. Nature is powerful. The energies of the universe are very powerful, and there's no use in fighting them. It's better to go with the flow and just let the energies that are taking you take you where they want you to go, and actually just do your best in the situation that you're in. And that's all you can really do, is do the best in the situation you're in. If you're trying to control and dictate and mandate things, then you're kind of going against nature, going against energy, and you know who's going to win that fight. Okay, I don't have to tell you, it's pretty obvious. So if you've ever turned your back on the ocean, then you've had a face full of sand before. I know I have. Okay, so that's go with the flow a little bit more and let go of the desire to control. All right, this card here represents the energy of the people around you in the month of October. We've got the Three of Cups, and oh boy, what a great card. I remember, individuals in your life are going to have individual energies, but this card represents the people as a whole in your life, and the Three of Cups is the card of friendship. It's a card of spending good social time, positive social time with others. And looks like your friends, families, co-workers are just going to be full of life, full of laughter, full of love this month. So spend as much time with them as you can. Really immerse yourself with other people. If you're feeling kind of lonely this month, go out there and just meet new people, mingle with the people you love. old friends, new friends, doesn't matter. I get the feeling that the people in your life are going to be very uplifting. They're going to make you laugh. They're going to make you smile and make you happy. So I don't see much negativity coming from the people in your life this month. So spend time with them and really enjoy their energy. Take on their positive energies, but make sure you're blocking any negative energies. Make sure you're protecting your own energies from other people so that they can't suck it out of you. So yeah, like I said, individuals going to have individual energies. So there might be a few individuals in your life who are trying to take from you, while the vast majority are trying to give to you. Just be sure that you recognize when you're being taken from, so that you can preserve your energy, you can protect it. So be a little bit aware, but for the most part, go have some fun with your friends and family. They're there for you this month. All right, the last card we're going to look at represents the biggest lesson you're likely to learn in the month of October, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. Welcome, Page of Pentacles. We haven't had a pentacle here yet. So maybe this card is suggesting that it's time to allow some pentacle energy to come through. To me, this speaks of grounding. This speaks of good health. But the fact that we got the Page here... Hold on a second. Alright, so the fact that we got the Page here leads me to believe that there's going to be a little bit of immaturity on your part when it comes to money. There might be a little bit of immaturity on your part when it comes to your diet. A little bit of immaturity on your part when it comes to your job or your work, your career. And this card is saying that it's okay to have a childlike innocence sometimes, a lot of the time, but once in a while you're going to have to buckle down and, be an adult and do the right logical thing, the secure thing, the pragmatic thing. And that's what this card is saying, is that be sure that it's not all whimsy. Be sure it's not all intellect this month. Add some pentacle energy. And what I mean by that is stay grounded, stay earthy. Keep your focus on the reality around you. Yes, it's so easy to get swept up in our negative thoughts, and that seems to be like the theme here a little bit. Some thoughts are going to kind of creep in the month of October that may not be 100% useful. They may be directed towards certain members of your family, and it could cause strife in the home life. I love to rhyme. Okay, and so be very aware of that. I do get the feeling that you're coming off a very positive time in your life, and just be sure that you maintain that momentum so that you're not relinquishing, happiness in favor of kind of some negative ego thoughts. So be sure that you're very aware of what you're saying and what you're thinking, and making sure that they're positive. Try to release a little bit of control. You don't need to be the center of attention. You don't need to dictate everything. Just loosen the reins a little bit on your chariot. Did I rhyme again? I'm doing it, baby. Be sure that you're spending a lot of time with friends and family, because they're gonna love you for it, and they're gonna bring some good emotions to you. And just be sure that you're not too immature when it comes to earthy things, when it comes to reality. Stay a little bit grounded. Keep that childlike innocence, but make sure that it's not getting in the way. There's a fine line, a balance between being childlike and being an adult. And I think the best adults, ride that line. They maintain some innocence, but they're still able to put their foot down when it's time to be an adult. So let's go now to the Earth Magic. No, this is Nature's Whispers. I always get those two confused. The Nature's Whispers Oracle, and see what message it had for you in the month of October. And we've got Empowerment. Ooh. Draw some similarities between the Sun card here and the Sun poking out. Give me a moment with this. This card is about empowerment, and that's what it says. Okay, but that's also what I'm getting. This woman here is self-assured. She allows the light of the sun to shine on her. She allows the sun's brilliance to uplift her, as you did in the month of September, a lot of you. And this card is about coming into your own power, but doing it in a way that's in alignment with the universe. We talked about not, releasing the reins a little bit and not having to dictate things, more going with the flow. And I think that's what empowerment is. It's realizing your place at this time and doing the best you can with what you got. And that is what empowerment is to me. Yeah, sure, the billionaires out there doing things, but the homeless man is doing his own thing in his own way, and some would say that that homeless man is far stronger than the businessman making billions of dollars. So it's all about doing what you can with what you have and making the best of it, and that's what October is going to be about. It's about changing those negative ego thoughts for you, Leo friends, and turning them into positivity so that you become more empowered. Those negative ego thoughts kind of strip our power away, but if you can turn them into positivity, if you can let the light of the sun shine down upon you, if you can relinquish control to the universe, then you will find your true power, and you will become empowered, and you will do the best that you possibly can be, and you'll find that you are just a supreme being, basically, and no harm can come to you, okay? So that is the reading for October, Leo friends. I hope you got something out of that. Remember, this is a general overall reading. Not everything's going to apply to you, but if you want a more specific reading where I tailor just for you, or I tap into your specific energies, and head on over to my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description below and in the card. You can just click on that and head on over there. I've got a bunch of different readings that you can peruse, and we can get to the bottom of any issue that you might have. We can work together to solve these things. So I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Click that little button. It takes 2 seconds. No, it takes half a second. And it lets me know that you enjoyed this and I did something right and that you want to see more. So I'd appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these readings and these videos. It really warms my heart to see it resonating. And if it didn't resonate, let me know. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I release these videos all the time. You don't want to miss out on any of these videos because, trust me, you don't want to. Just trust me on that. All right, so please hit that subscribe button if you would. I would appreciate that as well. All right, Leo friends, it's time to get empowered. You got the momentum. Let's keep it moving into October. Just clean up some of those ego thoughts. I think you'll be just fine. All right, so have a great October. Leave a like if you enjoy this. Happy taroting. Peace.